My name is Dennis, and I quit. I grew up the youngest of three kids on a farm down in Odessa. I didn't quite seem to live up to my parents' standards. I'm not good enough. I'm not capable of doing anything. Never anything really positive going on in my life. It was a very, very lonely time. When my parents would leave, I would go downstairs, pour myself a drink out of the bar, and I would always make sure to see where the bottle was, and then I would fill it up with water up to that point. One thing I found about drinking is because I felt that I wasn't good enough, and I had felt that way for so long, that when I drank, I never felt like that. I didn't care. I could do what I wanted. I could say what I wanted. I didn't feel that I wasn't good enough. I was getting into trouble with the law. The judge gave me a whole weekend. That was the most horrible, long time to spend in jail. But after I got out, what's the first thing I did? I went for a drink. Oh, it won't happen again. That would always kind of be the thing in my mind that says, "Oh, it's not going to happen again. You can handle it this time." Well, I couldn't. Along with the alcohol, when I would drink, it was terrible depression. And alcohol is a depressant. It's that spiraling effect where you feel good at first, but then after a while, that spiraling effect, all of a sudden you're on a downer. I think one of the worst things about an addiction too is the remorse. The feelings that you go through are just unbelievably horrible. I mean, I can't even describe it. Especially when you do things and you say things and your words and your actions are such that they hurt other people to the point that. And my dad used to ask me. He would say, "Why can't you just say no? Where's your willpower? What, aren't you good enough?" I went down to the river, and I had it. I was drunk, and I was feeling not worthy. I was feeling not good enough. I was sick of my actions. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to control it. I was going to jump in. I was going to commit suicide. And I parked, and something inside of me said, "No, there's a better way. There's a better way." In the Valley Voice, there's a section called the Religion Notebook. I had no interest in it. But this particular week, the headline was the launch of a new church in the Valley. And it was Genesis. And I read the article, and I was so excited. I couldn't wait to go. And I called my sister, and I says, oh, I'm so excited. I got to read this article to you. So I read it, and she was excited too. But that was 5 years ago, and I've never missed since. In one of Brad's messages, he asked if there was anybody that wanted to ask for forgiveness. Oh, I did that. And a miracle happened. I can't really explain what happened. But all I know, I felt an urgency to learn more and more. I wanted to attend church every day of the week. And of course, I asked during this prayer, I asked for forgiveness and asked God to deliver me from the alcohol addiction that I had. And praise God, he did. And it took me a while before I finally realized that, wow, I don't need any alcohol anymore. I don't need to go to the store. I don't need to get up like I used to do in the middle of the night and go to the store and get me some more liquor. I don't need that. In fact, to this day, in my refrigerator, I still have a bottle of beer that I never opened. God's love and grace are just unbelievable. I can't even put it into words on how I feel about it, You know, with any addiction, I think that whether it be alcohol or drugs or anything, or maybe even food, it solves the problem for a while, but it's not the answer. That's one thing that I was so happy with about what I was learning in church. Christ is the answer. He is the answer. And that's what was so important, and that is so important. No matter what our problems, no matter what our cares are, he is there.